checked your phone 47 times today. Not for work and not for friends, but for her. One woman who gives you just enough to keep you stuck. This is hit 1, the phone. You are chemically addicted to a notification that never comes. Then comes hit 2, the archaeology. You spent 2.5 hours analyzing a 3-word text for hidden meaning until "sounds good" became a PhD thesis. Finally, hit 3, the performative unavailability. She posted an Instagram story 8 minutes ago, but your text from 6 hours ago is still on read. You hear phrases like, "maybe," "I'm not sure," or "let's see how I feel." You think it is romance, but it is not. It is a cage, and you are addicted to the lock. Here's what no one tells you. Maybe isn't confusion, it is a weapon. Psychologists have a fancy name for it, but we will call it what it is, which is the slot machine trap. Casinos call it profit, while she calls it keeping you available. Every "I'm just overwhelmed right now" is a slot machine pull where sometimes you win a sweet text, but most times you get nothing. That random reward has you pulling the lever forever. Brother, you are not in love. You are chemically hijacked. This video is the logic override. By the time we are done, you will see "maybe" for what it really is. Not a sign she needs more time, but a sign you need to leave. You won't be angry when this is over. You are going to be unbothered because once you see the trick, the magician loses power. The relief loop has 3 stages, starting with stage 1, where you send a message asking for clarity like, "What are we?" or "Where is this going?" You are staring at those 3 little bubbles on the screen until your eyes burn, your chest is tight, and your hands are sweating. That is not love. That is panic. Then comes stage 2, where she responds not with a yes or a no, but with a maybe like, "I care about you. I'm just figuring things out." Your whole body relaxes, and you can breathe again for about 6 hours. Then comes stage 3, where the anxiety returns worse than before, because now you have hope. Hope is the gasoline, and she just lit the match. You are not waiting for love. You are waiting for the next hit of relief. Here is the uncomfortable truth. She knows what she is doing. Maybe not consciously, but functionally, yes. Maybe keeps your status low. It keeps you grateful for crumbs. And it keeps you from demanding respect, because the moment she gives you a clear "no," you leave. And the moment she gives you a clear "yes," she has to show up. Maybe is the perfect prison where you stay and she stays free. This isn't about her feelings. This is about control disguised as confusion. You are shaking a vending machine that is already empty. You have become a reaction hunter, where every notification makes your heart jump. You analyze her Instagram story views and decode the time gap between texts, effectively turning communication into archaeology. Meanwhile, your own life is on pause. You stopped making plans because what if she finally wants to hang out? You stopped talking to other women because you don't want to ruin this. You went from main character to side character in your own story. The worst part is, you think this means you care more, but it doesn't. It means you have been conditioned to accept low-investment communication as normal. There is a principle psychologists call the unfinished story loop because your brain hates unfinished stories. It will obsess over them and loop back to them, draining energy until they are resolved. Last, that situation or undefined thing you are in is an open loop torturing your nervous system. Every maybe is another chapter that refuses to end. Your brain is literally wired to need closure, but she keeps giving you cliffhangers, so you keep coming back for the next episode. This is not romance. This is a TV show where you are the only one watching. Let's get real about why you are vulnerable to this. Not to blame you, but to delete the bug. You are running legacy code, which is outdated software from version 1.0 of your life. The program was written early when maybe love was conditional or attention was random and unpredictable. The code learned that uncertainty equals care and chaos equals connection. That glitch made you vulnerable, so now as an adult, when a woman gives you the slot machine trap, your system recognizes the pattern. It feels familiar, and it feels like home, even though home was a place where you were never quite enough. Here is what else is happening. You are not grieving her, you are grieving the fantasy. The version of her you built in your head, the potential you saw, and the relationship you imagined was never real. You fell in love with a projection while the reality kept giving you maybe and leaving you unread. The reality kept showing you exactly who she is, and you kept editing the story, giving her the benefit of the doubt and adding chapters she never wrote. The grief is not about losing her. It is about accepting that she was never who you thought she was. But here is the good news. Legacy code can be deleted and the fantasy can be seen for what it is. We are about to install the update called the Logic Override, and once it is running, that old program won't have power anymore. Here is the internal glitch where you think her maybe means she is higher status, the chooser, and you are the chosen. That is dead wrong. A woman who respects you doesn't make you guess, and a woman who values you doesn't keep you in the waiting room. The woman who says maybe isn't powerful. She is avoidant and conflict-phobic. She is using you as an emotional placeholder while she figures out her real life. You are not low status because she won't commit. She is low character because she won't communicate. The moment you see this clearly, you become dangerous not to her, but to the game itself, because a man who refuses to play rigged games is unbothered. Unbothered is the highest status in the room. You are not losing power by walking away. You are reclaiming it. You are currently the bench player. She keeps you in uniform and keeps you warm, but never puts you in the game. Why? Because bench warmers don't demand playing time. They are grateful just to be on the team. If you were on the starting lineup, you would expect effort, consistency, and respect. But as a bench warmer, you will accept whatever minutes she gives you. The brutal part is the game might be over and she might have already chosen someone else, but keeps you suited up just in case. You are not her priority. You are her backup plan. But what no one tells you about bench warmers who walk away is that they become the starter on a better team that actually wants them. You are not losing your spot by leaving. You are auditioning for a league that values you. Time for the mirror. Look at your behavior, not hers. How many times have you sent a double text or over-explained your feelings hoping it would change her mind? How many times have you convinced yourself that timing is the issue? Stop. You are negotiating with someone who already showed you her offer, and the offer is maybe, which is just no in a costume. You think you are fighting for love, but you are fighting to avoid the truth. The truth is simple. If she wanted to, she would. Period. Women make time for what they want. They find a way, they book the flight, they rearrange their schedule, and they show up. The woman giving you maybe is not confused. She is uncommitted. And being uncommitted is a decision. You already know this deep down beneath the hope and rationalizations. You know this woman is not choosing you, and you know you are settling for breadcrumbs. But you stay because leaving means facing the grief, the embarrassment, and the wasted time. But knowing makes you dangerous. The moment you stop pretending and accept the truth, you become unbothered. That version of you is magnetic because women notice when you stop chasing. Now we implement the protocol. This is your logic override consisting of 6 steps that break the addiction. Step 1. Stop giving her content. No more paragraphs, no more vulnerable confessions, and no more needing to know where you stand because she already told you that you stand in the waiting room. Words are free, but effort costs time. Step 2. Observe her effort, not her words. If she is not investing time, she is not investing, period. Step 3. Ask yourself the magic question, which is not does she like me, but am I okay with how she's treating me? If the answer is no, you leave to honor yourself. Step 4. The silence experiment. Stop initiating completely. No good morning texts, no check-ins, and no casual memes. Just stop. Either she will notice and reach out with real effort, or she won't. Both outcomes are valuable data because silence is not a game. It is a filter that separates women who care from women who are comfortable. Step 5. Reclaim your main character energy. Your life is not on pause until she decides, and your worth is not on trial until she commits. Start making plans without considering her availability, and start saying yes to opportunities. The fastest way to break the addiction is to remember you had a life before her, and you will have one after. Step 6. Become outcome independent. This is the final level where you stop needing her to change, stop needing closure, and stop needing the last word. You simply decide, I am good either way. If she shows up with real effort, great, you will evaluate it. If she doesn't, also great. You are already moving forward. Outcome. Independence is not indifference. It is self-protection. It is saying my peace is more valuable than her maybe. When you reach this state, you stop being a reaction hunter and become unbothered. Final reframe. She is not the prize you are. A woman who gives you maybe is not a catch. She is a liability. She is emotionally unavailable, communication avoidant, or simply not that into you. None of those options are worth your time. You have been so focused on winning her over that you forgot to ask if she is even worth winning. The answer is no. Not because she is a bad person, but because any woman who makes you feel like you are too much or constantly guessing is the wrong woman. The right woman will not make you hunt for reactions. She will give you clarity. You remember that vending machine you have been shaking, hoping something falls out? It is empty and has always been empty. The only thing falling out is your dignity, so stop shaking it. Walk to a vending machine that is fully stocked and gives you what you paid for without making you beg. How do you walk away? Simple. You do not announce it. You do not send a farewell essay, and you do not explain yourself one more time. You just stop participating. If she texts, you respond politely and briefly. If she asks to hang out, you are busy. If she asks what is wrong, you say, nothing, just been focused on other things. You do not owe her a breakup speech for a relationship that never existed. You fade gracefully with your dignity intact. She might notice or she might not, but either way, you are already gone, not out of revenge, but out of self-respect. The first few days are hard because your brain will try to pull you back, asking, what if she changes? Ignore it, because that is the addiction talking. After a week, your anxiety drops and you sleep better. After 2 weeks, you will laugh at how much energy you wasted. After a month, you will see her clearly, not as the woman you wanted her to be, but as the woman she actually was. And you will be grateful you left. This is emotional sovereignty. It means you are the standard, not her. You decide what you will accept. You decide what respect looks like. You decide when to stay and when to leave. No woman gets to keep you in limbo. No woman gets to make you beg for clarity. No woman gets to treat you like an option while you treat her like a priority. You are not arrogant for having standards. You are healthy. And the healthiest thing you will ever do is walk away from women who make you feel crazy for wanting basic respect. That is not asking for too much. That is asking for the bare minimum. You have been running an old program, the slot machine trap. The one that says uncertainty equals excitement. That program is outdated. Time to install the new one. Every time you feel the urge to text her, text a friend instead. Every time you want to check her social media, go for a walk. Every time you feel anxious about her lack of response, remind yourself that her silence is her answer. You are rewiring your nervous system from reaction hunter to outcome independent. It takes time, but every day you do not engage, you get stronger. Every day she does not show up, you get clearer. The future you is not desperate for female attention. The future you is selective, discerning, and unbothered. And that version is waiting for you on the other side of this decision. Let's make this crystal clear. Maybe is always no. Not sometimes. Not it depends. Always. Maybe is no with a longer timeline. Maybe is no with the door cracked open so you stay close. Maybe is no with plausible deniability. When a woman wants you, she says yes. She makes it happen. She does not leave you guessing. If you remember nothing else from this video, remember this. Stop translating her maybe into yes, but later. It is no, but I want you available. That is not love, that inconvenience. And you are not convenient. You are valuable. I'm not sure means no. Let's see how I feel means no. I'm just overwhelmed right now means no. They are all the same answer. She is giving you permission to leave. Take it. If you needed permission to walk away, here it is. You are allowed to leave. You are allowed to stop fighting for a woman who is not fighting for you. You are allowed to grieve the fantasy and accept the reality. You are allowed to choose peace over potential. You do not owe her another chance. You do not owe her an explanation. You do not owe her your patience while she figures it out. You owe yourself respect. And sometimes respect looks like closing a door that was never fully open. That is not giving up. That is growing up. The maybe addiction ends when you stop waiting for the answer because you already have it. She showed you. You just needed the logic override to see it clearly. You are not a reaction hunter anymore. You are not stuck in the relief loop. You are unbothered. And unbothered is where your power lives. The phone can ring, the texts can come, and the apologies might arrive, but you're already gone. Not out of anger, but out of self-love. That is how you win. By refusing to play. She might show up 6 months from now with a, "Hey, I've been thinking about you." You will read it, smile, and delete it, because you remember the vending machine and you refuse to go back. You chose yourself. You installed the update, deleted the legacy code, and now run on a new operating system that does not accept maybe. You are unbothered. Stay that way. If this video helped you see the game, there is more where this came from. Remember, you are not broken. You were just playing a rigged game. Now you know the rules, so it is time to stop playing. If this video gave you the clarity you needed, hit that subscribe button and drop a comment telling me what part hit hardest. Remember, you are not too much. You are just dealing with a woman who is not enough. I'll see you in the next one. Stay unbothered.